Oh my gosh. Hello, hello. Hi. Ah! Oh, this is so fun. Oh my god. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh, there are so many people watching. Guys, I have never gone live before. This is my first time going live. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Hi. Hi. This is so fun. And first of all, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. Let everybody come hang. Today, I'm going to be talking about all things karma. And not just, you guys aren't just going to hear me talk about it. I'm going to be inviting the all-star cast of kids from Karma to come hang. Today, it's going to be green team and orange team. And if you guys have not yet seen Karma, get with it. It's been out for half a day now. Guys, first of all, I just want to say thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Bernie Boys02. Still super excited to watch Karma. Yes, Karma is lit. Yes, it is. Where's my favorite Ilya? Ilya will be coming soon in another live. Super amped about this. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much to everybody who has watched already. Some of you guys stayed up all night watching with me. And it's been really fun to see your initial reactions. And if you are watching or haven't watched yet, be sure to tag me and use hashtag Karma on HBO Max so that I can see your reactions and repost them. But enough about me. Oh, Kindle's already on episode 6. It's amazing. Yes. It's such a quick binge. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, Eli. Hello. Oh my God, Presley, Luke, best host ever. Oh my God, yay. Okay, well, I am ready to bring in our very first guest. And if you guys have seen the first episode of Karma, you know exactly who I'm talking about. This is going to be Mac from the green team. Okay, let's get Mac in here. I've never done this before. Everyone be patient with me. Okay, here we go. Getting in Mac. Oh wait, no, that didn't work. Oh my God. Tap. I'm sorry, guys. This is giving me an issue. Okay, here we go. Boom. Let's get him in here, Mac. I hope you're ready. Did it work? Waiting for Elijah Lee Mac. Connecting. Oh my God. Oh my God, I can hear you. Mac.
We're here again. Finally.
We're here again. Oh, look, I'm wearing green. I didn't even plan that, but hey, you know, green's a good color on both of us. What can I say? Mac, introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, all these people. I'm Elijah Mack. I go by Mac because there's another Elijah. You guys know him as Eli. I'm Mac, though. That's my name, my last name. But that's me. I'm the green team, proudly representing the Karma law of growth. Very important in my role in the game. I think so, at least. My
Love.
partner, Sky Lee. Make sure to go follow her, guys.
Yes. And tell us a little bit about like where you're from, what you do.
I'm from San Diego, beautiful, lovely weathered California. I enjoy dancing. I am a ballet dancer, enjoy hip hop, jazz, like pretty much all styles you can think of. That's what makes me happy.
Love, love.
I was not expecting anything like Karma for sure, but I definitely had a fantastic life-changing experience being there, meeting all these kids from just like different parts of the world, different backgrounds. It was such an amazing experience, honestly.
So tell me a bit about this experience. So what was something that you weren't expecting to learn being a part of Karma?
I was not expecting such a high pace or like just such a it was so weird being there because there was so many emotions with all of us. Like one, it was a game, so we all had the competitive mindset. But then we're also like, wait, you guys are also cool. Like, oh, I want to be your friend. So it's like it was hard for all of us to balance like friendship and game because like at the end of the day, we all wanted the $50,000 grand prize and we all wanted to win. So that was like a struggle that I did not see coming.
Yeah. And tell me a bit about your perspective because you and I had like kind of DM'd about this,
Yeah.
but
So like I think the show didn't do like a fantastic job explaining, like, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but if you've seen the first 2 episodes, you know that I had the opportunity to pick some partnerships, and that played a really like important like ground like changing role in all the other teams. And as you guys could see, not everyone was happy about their partnerships that were picked, and I was a little bit confused by that at first because going into it when I was picking the partners, I was like, okay, so who do you guys want and who do you guys don't want? And for some people, they just weren't like someone's top choice. So I couldn't give just like half of the people or like one or two people who they wanted. Like I thought the fairest thing to do was just give everyone someone totally different that they didn't want. And I think that was so powerful in the whole like course of the game because these people, like a lot of them that I paired each other with, like for example, like Presley and Adrian, like both of those people were the other person's like last choice. They were like, I do not want this person. And I was like, why though? Like, well, obviously,
You definitely stirred things up. And I mean, I think a lot of people were surprised at how well they did work with their partner.
exactly like why the law of growth comes into play because like that's my karma on the game. Every single team, whether they like to think it or not, have learned something from the other partner, has grown as a person, and just gained a totally different perspective from meeting someone with a totally contrasting background, which is like I have no regrets on who I picked because I loved seeing how they all grew throughout the game.
Yeah. How does it feel knowing you ultimately controlled the entire game by picking all of the teams, including the winning team, who we're not going to spoil yet?
Well, that was interesting to me because, oh, yeah, I won't spoil it. But yeah, that was really interesting. I definitely had a big impact. It's kind of like, I kind of like wrote the story of the game basically. Like, I feel like a lot of the
Okay.
wouldn't have happened if these partnerships were picked, you know? Because like if people were just paired with their first choice, like they wouldn't really grow much because they were just in their comfort. Ooh,
Yeah.
sorry, their comfort zone with something they have experience with, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone in karma needs to be pushed a little bit, and I
Right.
appreciate it about you. You are so wonderful. I think we should take like a question from the audience.
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys have any questions for Mac?
Ask away, guys. I'm an open book.
Okay, here we go. Anybody? Anybody? Any questions? We were just talking about how fabulous people's teeth are. Presley's the queen. I mean, these aren't questions, but these are statements I agree with.
I loved all my karma competitors. Like obviously during the game, it was such high stress that we were like, ah, you're bad, you're good. But like at the end, like I think we all turned around and just realized that was just game talk. We're all just humans. We love each other. Like, and that's what is so special about this show called Karma. We,
Yeah. Oh, Jack just asked a question. Do you have any regrets strategically? Of course, Jack is going to slide into the chat and ask that
yeah,
question.
just watching it, like an obvious regret that I would have is not making any alliances. But I think that was very true to my character and also Skyly's character as well, because like we're not like one to just go around and just like some other teams, they made alliances, but then they didn't really trust that person or they weren't really out for their good intention. And I wouldn't do that to someone if like I wouldn't lie about something, you know? So I just wanted to, my goal in going into it was just to play the game fairly, do the best that I can in each challenge, and hopefully that took me as far as I could. But karma came back for me, but I'm not at all.
Well, I'm so, so thrilled to have met you, Mac. Where can everybody follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram. It's Elijah.leemac, Lee Mac. You can follow me on Twitter, naughty_Elijah.
Oh,
TikTok,
follow you on Twitter.
Elijah Mac with 2Ks on TikTok.
Amazing. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Mac. I'm so excited to talk to your partner next. And guys, if you missed any of his info, I'm going to be posting more info on how you guys can follow everybody on my story after the let. Okay, well, thank you, Mac.
Ooh, nice talking with you.
Bye.
Bye.
The like awkward ending. Okay, how do I get Skyly in here?
Oops.
Okay.
Oh, I think I can leave.
Okay. I think that we're, guys, thank you so much for being patient with me as I figure this out. Guys, we're going to get an all-star lady. Skyly, yes. Also, I just realized this is how bad at this I am. Hi, Skyly.
Hey, how are you?
Oh my God, my beautiful queen, Skyly. Oh, my queen, I am so, so excited to chat with you.
Yeah,
You
me too.
are so wonderful, and I loved meeting you last summer. This is the first time we're like talking since
I
last summer.
know.
How are you?
I am doing good.
Where are you from? What do you do?
Okay, so I am from a really small town in Oklahoma. We have crazy weather, unlike California, who has beautiful, hot weather, which I love. Our weather's, crazy. But yeah, I'm from a really small town in Oklahoma. My name's Skyly, and I'm on the green team.
Yes. Guys, if you haven't watched yet, that means that Skyly is Mac's partner.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it was.
Also, Skyly, you didn't mention that you're a phenomenal singer.
Thank you.
Big fun fact.
Oh, thank you. That means so much. I saw your story and I was like, oh my gosh, that was so nice.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, tell me, I want to talk about specifically with your experience on Karma, because you were picked by Mac, and we saw what happened. So tell me about your experience on Karma.
So, well, I love Mac. I'm so glad we were partners because like we worked well together. We're such good friends and stuff like that. But going into the tilt challenge, I did not want to win. I did it just because we needed 8 people to go up there, and me and Andy were like, YOLO, let's do it. I didn't want to win that challenge because I knew the blood that you would have on your hands if you won. Like,
It's a huge responsibility.
It's a huge responsibility, and then you're a huge target on your back for winning such a hard challenge, and then you make other people upset no matter what, because people are just going to be upset regardless of, there's always going to be that one person. And so it did suck to have been the choice for both the final 2 that were on the tilt, just because it automatically put a target on my back and on my team's back. So
yeah. And it's a really tough thing, because you want to win challenges so that you're safe, but then will people think that you have much power in the game? So it's like a huge thing. So tell me, what is the biggest lesson you learned competing on Karma?
I don't know. Okay. It's crazy because I've grown so much as a person since then, and just like being on the show, you learn so much. I'm a people watcher. I like to look around and just like learn from other people and see how they respond to things and say, oh, I want to respond like them. And like with Ilya on the tilt challenge, after I had me and Andy, did that, I was so upset with myself. I was like, dang, like Ilya pushed herself to the limits, and I didn't, and I was disappointed in myself. So I definitely realized that I can push myself farther than I think I can, and that I should. And I learned so much from the cast and everyone there, and it was just so amazing and such a fun experience. I would go back in a heartbeat.
Yeah, tell me your favorite memory from being on the show that maybe didn't make it into.
Okay, so one of the nights, I have multiple favorite memories, of course, but one of the nights, me and Andy were up on a hill, and Adrian, Eli, and Avon were walking up the hill, and I was like, Andy, let's scare them. And she's like, okay, let's do it. And so we jump out, and the boys run off, and Avon's just standing there. Like, it didn't faze her at all. And it's so funny. Like, I would have thought it was a bear. I would have ran too. But Avon's just like, whatever. And she continues to walk up the hill. And so then, like, a couple minutes later, the boys come back, and they're like, Avon. Like, they're so concerned for Avon. They don't know where she is. They think she maybe got, like, eaten by a bear or something. And so it's just so funny, because I made fun of them for that after that, because it's so funny.
You guys are amazing. I love this. I'm so happy that I just felt like there was such a bond with everybody.
For sure. And like, so everyone saw the game portion of this show, but there was so much more than just that. Like, there's times when the cameras were off and we were just talking about life and crazy topics a lot of the time. And we made lifelong friends. It was like sleeping over with your friends plus challenges and backstabbing and lots of stuff. But
Love that description. A backstabbing competitive sleepover. So,
exactly.
well, Skyly, where can everybody follow you and listen to your music?
All of my ats are SkylyMarie_. I just came out with a new song. I feel bad for plugging, but
Please, this is your girl. You're a star.
well, thanks. I just came out with a new song called Here's to Never. It's about heartbreak. I've never really been in heartbreak, so like, but like it's coming. It's out on everywhere, and there's a music video on my YouTube channel. All my ads are SkylyMarie_. My YouTube Skyly Thompson. So yeah.
Amazing. If you guys missed any of that, I will post Skyly's music video / music on my story as well. Skyly, thank you so much for joining me. It was so wonderful to get you chat.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, guys, let's bring in our next guest. Bye, Sky.
Bye.
Okay, let me double check. Who is next? I believe Adrian. Hello, Adrian. Let's get Adrian in here, guys. My phone is being very slow. Okay, here we go. Adrian. Connecting. Ah!
Hello, Michelle.
Oh my gosh, you have your shirt on and everything.
I do have my shirt on because I'm at my watch party right now.
You're at a watch party.
I'm at a watch party right now.
Come hang out with me.
Come hang out with you, Michelle.
Love it. Well, tell me about your watch party, first of all.
Well, I have my family over, and then I have a few friends. I can't have a lot because, coronavirus, but obviously I have a lot of friends. I'm 8, you know what I'm saying? But we're all watching it, and I can say people love it. People love it. And I thought, at first I was all like, I may be a little biased because I was in it, but it's so good. It's really so good. Like, you're at the edge of your seat, and I lived it. It's crazy.
Amazing. Adrian, okay, first of all, introduce yourself to the people. Tell them who you are, where you're from.
I am the Adrian Gilmore, and I am from, and I am from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. It's a small town, Pine Bluff, and I'm a musician. And this game of Karma was my biggest accomplishment to date, and I wouldn't take that back for anything.
Wow. Okay, well, let's expand on that. Why do you feel like Karma was your biggest accomplishment? How did you grow in this competition?
Well, because in life, you've got to work with people, right? So this was like almost a test, but it was to the extreme. I was working with people the way I never thought I would work with people. You see your sister or your brother every day, right? And so that's why you guys always argue. So now it's like that, but almost like times 10, because I sleep with you, I eat with you, and then I have to compete against you. So it's like boom, 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 all the time.
That is a perfect description, including the chaos of everything that happened. What was something that you weren't expecting to learn from your friends in the game?
I wasn't expecting to learn that people don't always like honesty. I think people can see what happens, but they want to look the other way. And if that's trying to advance in whatever you do, even at work, at school, whatever, if that's trying to advance yourself, or you just want to mind your own business, don't pay attention. People don't like to look at the obvious or honesty.
Wow, that's really deep. But I also think that it was really commendable that you always brought the honesty to the table, even if it, made people react in a certain way. You were always honest, and I really admire that about you.
Thank you. Some of my castmates didn't. I can say.
Well, did you learn anything about maybe how to deliver that honest information?
Well, I can tell you, like instantly after filming Karma, my initial thought was just don't be honest. I
Wow.
mean, it seemed to work for everyone else, but then, but now looking at it again and rewatching it, reliving it, I think I just could have been, I could have stayed honest and told people, but I didn't have to tell everybody. I let the whole camp know. Then as soon as I got an observation, I was like, this is how I feel. I let the whole camp know immediately.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should take a question from the audience. I also just learned that you can take questions in a section of the Instagram Live. So, guys, ask some questions for Adrian. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, actually, I have a question. What did you
Okay.
learn from your teammate Presley?
Okay. What I learned from Presley is that you gotta, especially in a game setting, you've got to get to learn a person before you start pounding on strategy or how we're gonna win. You got to see where their head is at. You got to feel them out before you start, slamming them on with this is how we need to do this, this is how we need to do that.
Yeah,
We gotta be friends before we can be teammates.
I love that. You have to be friends before you can be teammates. That's amazing. All right. Well, Adrian, where can people follow you and listen to your music?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram, of course, at Adrian Gilmore. You can follow me at Twitter at Adrian Gilmore. You can follow me at TikTok at Adrian Gilmore. And I don't have any music out right now, but you gotta stay tuned.
All right. I love that. Okay, well, Adrian, it was so wonderful getting to see you after not seeing you guys for so long. I hope you have a wonderful time at your watch party tonight and get to celebrate your amazing accomplishment. Okay,
Thank you. Bye
bye.
bye, Michelle.
Oh my gosh, guys, this is so fun. Going live is so fun. I see why everybody does it all the time. This is so exciting, and I love seeing all of your comments. Guys, our next guest, let me tell you, the one, the only, Presley. Let's bring Presley in to the party. Let me figure out how to do this. Okay, here we go. I promise I'll figure this out.
Are we good? Hi, folks. There we go.
Oh
Hello.
my gosh.
Hold on, let me try and. I've
Okay,
got my quarantine mullet right now, so oops. But hey, guys.
oh my gosh. Of course, the icon Presley has an entire background set up.
Okay.
Like camera action. I love this.
Yeah, this
Presley,
background is because my room's a mess, and I don't want that on camera. So you got my pride flag up.
love it.
Hi, folks. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see everyone.
Yes, Presley, I'm so excited to see you. I learned so much from you. I know that this is supposed to be about you right now. So first of all, I want to say I learned so much from you on and off camera. I think an intelligent person and a kind-hearted human being. And I love you for that. So first of all, introduce yourself. Tell everyone how amazing you are. You speak Japanese, like you're way smarter than most adults I know, etc.
Hello, it's me. I'm Presley. I'm from the Orange team. I'm wearing my t-shirt. I am said token queer castmate. What's up? And yeah, I'm just honestly so excited to see people having a good reaction to this. I was so nervous that everybody would judge me so hard because I was super emotional the whole time. I'm a Cancer, for those of you who know astrology. I cry constantly, every day, all the time. And so I was worried that people would judge me a little bit for that. But you guys are just the sweetest, and I'm so glad to see you guys coming in and actually supporting me because that means a lot to me. I'm just a little baby with anxiety. And so,
Why were you worried that you would be judged for being emotional? It's a really stressful situation to be in.
yeah, it is. It's just nobody can really grasp from just watching the show. It takes y'all like a couple hours to binge the whole show, but all of us were out there for months in some cases, even though I was not the longest, I was still out there for several weeks. And so nobody can really grasp exactly how long it took and how much stress there was. I had no idea how much I depended on my family and on my friends, like so seriously, before I went out. It was a super amazing experience. It was a lot. Like it was super great. Um, as for y'all need to stop bullying Huck. He's actually like one of the sweetest people on cast. He was super awesome. I wish you guys could have seen some of the out of the show moments because we were actually like pretty chill. We would go stargazing every night when we weren't filming, and he knew a lot about astronomy, and so we got to chat about that. So he's actually like the best. If only he would be like a little bit less tall, because I'm 4'11". I'm going to be 5 foot forever. So
Amazing. So, yeah, I want to talk about that because, yes, I mean, it's even shocking for me to have people tweet me and say, like, I already watched the whole thing. Is there going to be another one or something like that? And I'm like, wait, that took a whole year to create the thing that you consumed in just a few hours. So,
yeah,
did you kind of have did it I mean, I'm sure you've watched competition shows before this. What kind of
yeah.
appreciation did you grow experiencing one and the stress of it?
Oh, it's so much. Like it's so easy to get very lost in viewing it as a fictional narrative, because reality TV shows are just that. They're TV shows, right? And so when you're watching it, you're just observing and you are seeing like just little bits of what our life was out there. And there's no way that you could possibly like understand the grasp of things. It was nuts. It was like such a weird, confusing time because we all poured months of our lives into it. The auditioning process took a while. It was so stressful even getting to the location, much less actually being on the shows. I wish there was a way that the edit could show the whole story, but there's no way for us to have made a show that is entertaining and shows every little moment of our interactions. It was really good. It did a really good job. And I'm thankfully really proud of how a lot of us came off. It's just like, I'm such a sensitive person and I'm still friends and still cool with everybody who is on the show. They're still super awesome. I'm sorry if you can hear that really loud car outside my window. Los Angeles things. It's just like we were all really close friends. You see a lot of our game stuff, but once we weren't playing the game, we were just so unbelievably close. There's a certain level of closeness that you can only really achieve by being isolated together and having no other people to talk to. We bonded so fast and we were so open about stuff because there was no other support there. It sort of takes you away from the idea of being this closed off person. And everybody was honestly super open about what their lives was. It was a super awesome time, honestly. Um, and so I'm really glad to see everybody coming out. And yeah, there was a lot of talking off camera that didn't make it onto the show. There were probably like days of footage at least, and not all of that made it into the show, much less what happened when the cameras weren't rolling that could have made it into the show. But yeah, I just like, I feel the need to at least defend everybody just a little bit so that I can kind of get it out there. Obviously, like, I have the people who I was really, really close with on the show, and I love them all so much. But it is just like, you don't need to defend me. We're really close. It was a good time for everybody, I think.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I have learned also, and you have a YouTube channel as well, putting out content on the internet. The story shown in the video will never be the full story. I mean, it's an
Yeah.
edited, curated piece of content. And the beautiful thing about the experience we all had is that it's ours. And in some way, no one else will ever know the full story of what happened or a lot of those magical nights that were had, just because there's not time in the edit or necessarily a place for it. And I'm so, so grateful that you guys are all still friends. And I know a lot of you guys hang out, which sounds so fun and so cool. Yeah, I'm so happy. Presley, do you have any regrets from the show or anything you want to change, you would change about your gameplay?
I mean, I look at it less as like a game to me, and it was just me sort of exploring myself. I think like what's interesting about it is that I changed the most after the show ended, and so most of my
Ooh,
growth was when I got home.
yeah,
Yeah,
how
so
after the show?
during the show, like I was definitely transitioning a lot between like who I was as a person. Obviously, I was naturally growing because I was just there at a significantly younger age than I am now. And so that was super interesting, already living in such a interesting developmental period is such a complex one because I'm 14, I turned 15 in a little bit, and so I'm going through a lot of just already developmental changes, but I just sort of realized how many rules I was holding myself up to that were completely arbitrary and that like really didn't actually mean anything. Like I had been wanting to cut my hair specifically for a while and I just didn't because it felt like there was a reason that I shouldn't. And then being out there and like away from the world really kind of makes you realize just how arbitrary everything is. And so I've become both a lot more of a free person and I've made a lot more of my own choices just because like there's nothing stopping me actually. I have an anxiety disorder. It's really, really easy for me to feel like something is stopping me and something is just going to prevent me from doing something that I actually really want to do. And so I have been able to do that and I've been able to step out of my comfort zone a lot there because it was an uncomfortable situation. I am not the most social human being in the world. And so it was super nice to be able to step out of that and start talking to a lot of people that I normally wouldn't have been like working with. It was a super interesting time. In addition to that, I also started college like the month that we finished filming. And so that was, I
Everyone,
am a
let
community
that
college student. I graduate high school at the end of the month. Uh, and so I'm in community college. I just finished my second semester of concurrent enrollment. So I am legally still a high school student. I just take classes at a community college, but I will be graduating high school and becoming a full-time student hopefully pretty soon. The semester after next, hopefully,
so you're
if all
graduating
goes.
high school like 2.5 years early?
Yeah, so I'll be a little bit, it's right before I turn 15. And so California has this thing called the CHESP, California High School Proficiency Exam. You can take it. It's like a GED. It just says you graduated high school. And so then it would allow me to be a full-time college student, which is super nice. I turned 15 on July 12th, so I'm 14 still. It's a super fun
Wow,
time. It's neat.
that's cool.
Nothing but that.
That's an amazing accomplishment. First of all, graduating anything. Second of all, doing it 7 years before most other people do. That's amazing. Okay, I
Thank
think
you.
take some questions from the audience. Guys, if you have any questions, put it in the question thing
Yeah, yeah.
or type it here.
Well,
Let's
thank
see.
you for my birthday wishes. Also, my favorite musical is Lizard Boy. It's out of Seattle. It's pretty small because I like to feel cool for liking indie stuff. But it's a really sweet little musical about a boy who looks like a lizard and his boyfriend, and it's complex and kind of hard to get the plot without actually seeing it. I haven't seen it either, so I'm still a little bit confused, but it's super cute. I love it a lot. Go Stan Lizard Boy. It's my favorite. But yeah, like it's when did we had, just to clarify, we did not have to catch our own food. We didn't have to do that. That's
Yes,
illegal. We
yes.
we were
There
fed.
are for
We were
kids.
fed really good food too. Like that was the healthiest stuff. And we also had showers offsite. Oh my God, you did? That's so sweet. Oh, I loved him. I was at the Lizard Lounge. He's the sweetest. But yeah, like it's well the moment I don't even know what stuck with me most. honestly, it's like a little bit of a cop-out answer because it wasn't on camera, but at night we weren't like being filmed, and we would all go out and lay in that big field and we would stargaze, and we saw a bunch of shooting stars and a bunch of like satellites and really interesting astronomical features. And that is what I think stuck with me most, because that was just the moment that like really felt like I was part of a community despite the hardships, despite the fact that we were all still competing with each other. We were still just a bunch of kids. And so that really stuck with me. Yes, there was a bathroom. Yes, there was a shower. We can't show that in the show, but there were them. All bad words got cut out of the show. So we were not, so like it happened, but it will never be in the cut. My partnership with Adrian was super fascinating to me because I am, again, a super sensitive person. I'm one of those people that I have a bunch of friends, but I have very few just like really close friends who I share everything with. And so having to be with a bunch of people who I wouldn't normally like hang out with was super interesting to me and taught me a lot about like my internal biases and how I can talk to other people and, sort of get past my differences. And so that was super interesting for me. Yes, I loved Avon. Avon was incredible. She's just the sweetest in the world. Awesome Avon, honestly.
Or
The best. Like, honestly, I cannot be more loving for my castmates. Yeah, Huck, we talked a lot about black holes. It was great.
I remember that.
All of the castmates were incredible and really good people. Like, you just have to understand how unbelievably stressed we all were. It was just insane. And also we would come across, I think all of us came across a little bit differently than we would in person on camera, because when we were on camera, we were playing a game. We were not just hanging out. We were trying to win, and we were trying to stay. And that takes a lot, but it was just, there's so much humanity to these people that can only be found when we're like on these lives. And so, it's an interesting, yes, I positivity for everybody. I completely understand being super mad and yelling at people because like I'm also like a little bit of an aggressive, opinionated person. But in this case, Huck was actually like really, really nice to me, and he was super smart, and so it was great. He did I think a lot of people were a little bit hypocritical because we were in like the most high stress situations, and you also don't realize how it feels until it's happening to you. Like, if none of you have been on the show, none of you really understand the amount of stress that happens to you, and it's the same thing for the alliances and the same thing for all of this stuff. Yeah, please don't leave hate on anyone's pages because they're actually like awesome people, and I adore them. They're so sweet. And yes, I love all the positivity for Yellow Team because they were just amazing. And so yeah, filming took like different amounts for different people. I was out there for like 3 or 4 weeks, I think. And so it was
3 weeks actually.
3 weeks.
Total.
3 weeks sounds right. We will. I can't like necessarily answer that question, but I don't think that we're going to be filming like during the pandemic. And also it takes, you guys don't know exactly how long it takes to pull together this production, to pull together an entire season. It takes so long. Like, it was months and months after I auditioned that I went to the place. Like, I actually went on location. And so, yeah, I'm sorry. I know I talk a lot. I'm a huge rambler. ADHD will do that to you.
Where can everyone follow you?
You can follow me on Not That Presley on both YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. I'm not the most active on social media right now, so you don't actually have to go to follow me. What I would recommend you guys doing is doing some research and donating to funds for Black Lives Matter and going and supporting those people instead of going and following me because I'm not super active right now. So go support Black Lives Matter charities and bail funds and all that jazz. Cool.
Thank you, Presley.
Thank you. I love you guys so much.
Bye.
Farewell.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this has been so, so fun. I am going to actually be doing these live streams all next week with pretty much the entire cast. So keep tuning in. I think our next one is Monday at 5 p.m. with 4 more castmates. So prep those questions. Everyone get excited, get ready. And in case you haven't seen Karma yet, what are you doing? Obviously, you got to do that tonight. That's what I'm saying. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my first live stream with this all-star cast. Go stream Karma on HBO Max. Love you.